Hey, traders. Welcome to, I think it's episode 993 of the show. Bitcoin sold off, man. The bears won. And just to get it out of the way, just so there's no doubt, where there was kind of there's a couple polls, actually, man. And I don't think it's going to happen on the other one either, but... Whoa, went on Bitcoin. The Soy Boy Ascending Triangle, I think it technically did play out, where it did play, and there's a measured move that it hit maybe before reversing, I think someone posted. But that's not how it works. That's not what we meant. The 4-hour bearish divergence, voters were the winners. Confirmed now. So big round of applause. Good job, minority. Another minority winner of polls that we've done in the past, I don't know, a few days or whatever. I guess there's time left, but chat. Will Bitcoin break 99.50 this week? 68% of the viewing audience that participated in this poll voted yes. And a mere 32% voted no on this. 208 votes, chat.
Bruh.
Congratulations to the no's have it on both. Okay, that's done. So, critical sports 9600. Well, we broke that. We even ran up and almost back tested it before dumping further. And yeah, we're in deep retrace territory now. You can't say there's an actual harmonic going on right now because of how perfect the double top was. You know, you need to have at least 113% of a higher high or an 88% lower high. This was a 100%, retrace. And I'm just talking about this. Like, what does he mean? Like, just showing you for the sake of harmony, right? Where it'd be a bat if it was going to be anything. It's actually nothing. It can't be anything. Because that's what makes harmonics, is that lower high or that higher high. You see what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying is deep retrace regardless. Right? You just Fibonacci from the low point to high point. We hit on the dot, I believe, we can get the 4 hour, we hit a 618 perfectly. Yeah, I mean, you literally touched it, and that was it, right? Once you, just barely, man, and then reversed. It's not a bullish pin bar or anything. It could be considered maybe a hammer or whatever, but you don't have really any help on the oscillators on the 60 minutes nor the 4 hour. So that means like more selling could be coming in. What you're doing now is you're running up to back test 9150, which I think we've done, right? I think we did it perfectly. Right here, 9150, you touched it like the Jesus, and no higher yet. So that's common price action. That's normal. That's like, oh, market participants are gaining validity that what was once support is now maybe resistance again. All right, that's all that is being implied right here. I'll tell you something else on the 4 hour with Bitcoin. It hasn't touched the 200 simple moving average on this time scale since April 5th. You gotta go right back here, April 5th, man. It's great though that we're above that slow moving average. Staying above that, very good. But hey, we could eventually test that. And we know, like, being below 9150 long enough, you're gonna see 8500 most likely. Because that's just the next critical, historical, horizontal line support. So just back testing so far. What's up, man? It's Thursday, so Patreon night tonight if you care. I know patrons care. But that's it, right? We looked at the daily yesterday, and it was like the hope was waning for the bulls, especially with a painted bearish engulfing candle. Did we get follow-through price action? Oh my goodness, we certainly did. Yup. And so now if you look at the wick here, I mean, that's kind of a confirmation line of a potential double top, right? Get rid of these while the stream's on. Yeah, 8,500. I mean, think about it. You know, you go down, you test 8,500 and no lower. You still could end up making a higher low, at least in the wicks. And then you could just, maybe we're getting price contraction. It's not over until you break 80. It's really like 8,080 or something. You know, one top, second. It's like an Adam and Eve double top. And guess what other asset out there is in the midst of creating that, or I mean, is very close to confirming an Adam and Eve double top? Does anyone know? Someone want to guess here at all? Sorry, it's scattered thunderstorms. Local, or not local, but just Bitcoin weather right now. Yes, gold. Gold. Good. We were witnessing yesterday the topping, that rounding action that you often see with EVEs. And it did play out. And that might be testament to many market participants risking on again. Right? Putting more and more money in that stock market. We can look at it real quick. Yeah, here it is, man. Right, one Adam, one Eve, neckline. You technically did break that neckline, but I'm keeping this trend line here. That's the confirmation line of the 3 rising valleys. You had a stupendous breakout, and you were just dollars away from the 100% measured move, but you were thwarted by 1762. Perfect. I mean, perfect resistance, reversal area. So, yeah, you just got to think, if this confirmation line breaks, I think the next target on gold would be probably to back test the old supply line of the symmetrical triangle we were in, which not too far off, 1710. Also, you got the 200 moving average upon you, just like Bitcoin. Goodness. Last time gold has touched the 4-hour simple moving average, the 200 simple moving average, April 2nd. Very similar to Bitcoin in terms of its correspondence to this significant slow MA. So the question is, like, will this Adam and Eve actually play out with a 100% measured move? There's a chance if things remain bullish on this asset, no. It may underperform and not get down there. As you know, 1703 and 1689 are support resistances too. You look left, remember? Yes. This is crazy. Aha! Yes. Remember. Silver. Adam and Eve, double topped. Clear, concise, bearish divergence. 60-minute though. I didn't look at the 60-minute. But 786 still was a double top up here. There was, in the end, RSI divergence. He just up thrusted through that 786. I mean, really, look where you went, man. Come on. Just like gold in a way, which just got pretty understandable peak looking left back from March 6, 2020 this year. And just once and twice, and you've dumped, but not too bad yet. Vastly outperforming gold right now. Still very far away from its price contraction or the breakout. So very shallow retrace so far. Hey, what happens? I don't know, man. Like, we will see. There's no edge here. You've had some selling and it's not been bad. That's it. So S&P did a bunch of nothing burger today. One thing it did do is hold. It held 2950. Look left. It's a major reversal area from September of 2018. You're above it for the second day now. Good. Stay above it long enough. You're going to see 3020. Just you have to wait for it. Hard to compete with the Fed. Really hard to compete with the Fed. Still below that 200-day moving average. That's interesting too, right? Be awesome when you get above that. And then you go to Dow Jones. I don't even remember which chart I was looking at. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm looking at this one. So yeah, man, range bound, I guess, right? Range bound between 22,950 and the top, it's like 24,748. You're at it, right? This is a log scale. You know, 24,674 is not a joke. You are not above it. Like the S&P is above its support resistance. This is below its resistance, right? From June 3rd, 2019.
Is that a joint?
Hi, Mitch. Thanks for scanning the markets today. Can you look at WWE, please? Inverse head and shoulders? Smiley face.
Yeah, we can do that. Thank you, smiley face. WWE, beefcake. Okay, so yeah, you've got to get back above that. I mean, you've got to get above it for the first time, really. You haven't done that. Last time, it was a fail. It failed. So S&P is outperforming the Dow Jones. The Nasdaq's outperforming the S&P, which is outperforming the Dow Jones. Wow, riveting. And then the Qs are outperforming everything, which Qs very interesting today, man. Like, I mean, is it interesting? Maybe, dude. All right, so here is your QQQ, if you care. Oh wait, yeah, WWE too. World Wrestling Entertainment. Yeah, looks good, dude. I mean, looks like momentum shifting stuff. You're right at that 200 moving average on the 4-hour. Let's go to it before we talk about the Qs. All right, so there was a gap fill. You filled the gap, man. Congratulations. What did we hit? Probably like a 786 or something. Oh my god, dude. Look at that. Smiley face. You see this? You seeing this, man? 29.27. Like perfect touch. And since then, it's been nice. So we made a 786 very deep retrace before reversing. Well, I don't think you're out of the woods yet, right? There's probably a downsloping channel. Look, you could just plot a supply line here. Forget a channel. Just do this. And what does that mean? Well, you haven't broken out of anything yet. But yeah, I get you. I get why you're requesting this is because it maybe is a left shoulder, a scuffed head, and maybe a scuffed right shoulder. Look, a gap fill. I think you may have filled a gap. That was close, man. Real close. So if you were to look at it like that, which I don't know, man. If you were, and the only way to do it is like, this is a collar, second collar's right here, and this is the pattern. Even though it's not pretty, all right, it's kind of ugly. Kind of really ugly, but I mean, I get you. It matches up. Look, left shoulder matches the right one. It's acted as support really right here. So, you know, just if you break it, you got, look, that 200 moving average, which we talked about, that you're just touching for the first time since January 6th of this year. It's been multiple months. So will you be able to break that? I don't know, man, because in the downtrend, you can clearly see once you finally like broke below it, look, you up thrusted through it, and every time since then, it's been like WWE has a 4-hour 200 moving average phobia. So here we are again, man. Is it just gonna do the same thing it's been doing, or will it finally break these chains and be kings? Well, even if you break that 200 moving average right above it, it's that supply line around like 49 bucks. If you break that, then we can just start talking about major targets to the upside if it did break, because it might not just be the structure. you just think about, you know, what we always do. It's just such a great compass for us when we use Fibonacci. Like 382 is $56, the 618 is $72.79. So that could be coming for WWE if the supply line's broken, and often, I mean, really almost all the time, it is not about when it will break, it's if it will break, because you could hit it and then sell off again and the downtrend continues, right? Yeah, I bet we could plot a very nice channel here, right? Top and bottom. We look at it like that, and then you had that one crazy, you know, the crash, stock market crash. So look, you broke back into it and then back tested it as support. Not bad, dude. So break it and you could be kings. If you don't, soon you'll be a peasant again and go back down to the abyss. Okay. Hey, Ja, what's up, man? Dude, I'm sorry. Stream Elements is broken. Like, they don't help. I don't think they helped. I didn't even look. Staff is currently looking at the issue while Super Chats don't seem to be working at the moment. Ooh. Hold on a sec, Ja, man. Thank you so much, dude. So it seems like it's a newer issue that someone else and me are the ones to bring it up. So he says, hey brother, having more surgery tomorrow, but my parents are down and watching you for the first time. Told them how much you've helped me and our family. Thank you, brother. Prayers appreciated. Thank you, Ja, and thank you, Ja family, for watching the stream. I don't know, I'm just a simple guy. Man, I look so pale right now. Yeah, super pale looking guy. Let me see if I can fix that. Thank you, dude. Yeah, well, it's how does that happen? This is a crazy world, man. We live in 2020 where the good old days of being able to congregate, I mean, it's under attack, right? The old ways. So the new ways are now like being on the internet and having a community of people that like the same things you like, because this is a very, very interesting world we live in. Whether it's crypto or trading or technical analysis, very niche. And you're just not going to have a town hall meeting downtown, whatever respective city you're in, you know, that even meets once a month that is into this same stuff. So that we've created it. We've made lemonade because we were given lemons. We have a niche passion, for sure. What's going on, man? Do I look pale, chat? Let me see what I can do here. Give me a sec, dude. What? So weird. Okay, sweet. I was showing up in your subscription feed till I went live. Fantastic. Thanks for letting me know for the 10 trillionth time that I'm shadow banned. You know, like, I know, like, you think you're helping by telling me I'm shadow banned, but it doesn't help at all. Remember that. Just saying. Because it's like, I've heard it 10 trillion times from literally everybody, so. Okay, so we're back on the Qs. That's the NASDAQ 100 tech, the bearish bat pattern, the 88% retrace. Where you were kind of right at it. You sold off, but then you reversed. Right, you had a piercing line reversal somehow too. Do you notice this, chat? Right here is a piercing line, and from the piercing line, bullish reversal, Japanese candlestick pattern. All right, you're making higher highs, but what have you done now? What have you achieved as of yesterday? For real, a gap fill back from February 21st. It's almost unbelievable at this point. V-shaped recovery. Pretty freaking real, but you have not made all-time highs yet. So this pattern is kind of, you know, 88% retrace is like the last fib node before 100% retrace. So you bearishly engulfed today on the Qs, You really did. And of course, the way it's been going, just defy gravity. Boomers' retirements are at stake. You cannot let this market dump. If it happens, then deflation's going to set in. Boomers going to lose faith in this market. They can't afford another crazy great recession. So, okay, Fed's doing their job, but, you know, or just keep going, man. Forget the pattern. But you can say, like, looking at the daily here from a high to a slightly higher high, you do have waning positive Momo, but you're not overbought on the RSI. And then you go to the 4 hour, and there's very discernible MACD bearish divergence there too. Again, after filling the gap, after achieving an 88% retrace in this little channel now. So even if you sell off, you could go to $222 and, you know, back test that and pivot and run again. And you know what happens, what can happen on the Qs eventually if this pattern, the bat, what does the bat eventually evolve into if things just start going nuts and the bulls are really taking over and the economy is completely and utterly divorced from this market? The bearish crab, the bearish deep crab, which is a 1618 up here, man. I mean, it's probably the most believable thing ever. You know, hey, what scenario do you think could happen of anything? Tech hitting a 1618 all-time high, because why not, dude? You know, 1987 2.0 type stuff. Well, J-Mob, imagine if we didn't have this stupid rally. How you say some boomers, but all of them, if we went back down to the nadir levels of the crash, would be losing faith in this market. Oh, there's a new moon tonight? That makes sense. Not really, but it doesn't matter. So no moon, pretty much. So yeah, man, Bitcoin's at 91.27. All it's done so far is run up to test 91.50 as a resistance finally. It didn't even do that yesterday, if you can believe it. Or on the last 4 hour candle anyway. And now it officially has. And no higher. And getting above 91.50 could be exceptional. Could be a very good thing. Alright, don't forget WWE and where it could potentially reverse to or rally to if it breaks the supply line that it is near. That supply line looms. Here, I'm gonna post that. My God, what was I about to look at? Oh, yeah. So there's other interpretations. What's up, Fishhead? Targets on Tilray? I thought we targeted already.
It's China.
Maybe that was another one.
China.
Sup, bro. Targets on Tilray.
Where's my stuff, man? Oh, there it is. It was only in the daily. Tilray breakout. Thank you, man. Well, see, what's up with that? That just worked. That tip played out on TTS. It doesn't make sense. Literally none. So you do have a breakout. MoneyGram, man. I'm gonna go MoneyGram.
How about MGI?
We'll look at it, Smiley, okay? Thank you, man. What's a 100% measured move of this little pattern? If it's a play, dude, it's up 20% on the day and after hours, chat. Tilray is up 11 more percent. So we're talking 30% plus on the day if you combine the live action with after hours action. This is 1071 right now as we speak. It's just not showing up on here. 1071, right? Here, man. That's where you are after. Sure, you're gonna gap up probably, but a measured move, dude. And this is all pot stock. It's not just Tilray. I know, like, you're starting to get these ones that are popping. But remember, like ACB was the one to start it, and CGC had some good news. But these are all that we know for a fact after looking at these, analyzing these for like an entire year or and a half of selling. 88%, 78% retraces on most of these. That is deep retrace. That is where people take longs. And so you're at these areas. Is Tilray different? Okay, maybe it's just ACB and CGC. This one was at all-time lows. So this is just maybe because of the macro or the environment of the subsector you're in. Pot, man. So 100% measured move from the breakout would put ye at 1410. What's going on? Why do I have that there? Why is 1072 plotted? I don't know. I think it's just me anchoring from that top point. I mean, you're still going to break 1063, even though you're at 1071. You're above that right now after hours. You know how gaps fill. Not overbought. Could be by tomorrow. But yeah, that's the 100% measured move of a structure that you broke. 1410, man. There you go, fish head. Now we can use Fibonacci too if you're not into the old. I mean, what you see it. It's like, okay, here's a discernible high. You can be conservative on this high or this high. I mean, just going literally from this peak here that you can see on the daily below. Hey man, look at that. The 100% measured move is literally the exact same thing as the golden retrace. 1391, 61.8% retrace. Fishhead, you seeing this, man? That's pretty good. Can I even hear the music? What's up, 622 people tuned in. Hope y'all are having a good Thursday. Bitcoin is knocking on the door of a critical support resistance, though it's not a historical major one. It is a real one that has been manufactured in the past year and has played a role as a reversal. So Bitcoin is now above that for the first time. You know, I don't know, in many hours, like 24 hours or more since we broke it to the downside. But you're right at it. You're regarding it as resistance. You're testing it now. You're feeling it. Okay, forget this music, dude. I'm just gonna play what I want because I don't care. Oh, Grateful Dead. So yeah, if you don't know, Nvidia was in line with its earnings today, just randomly, because that was one we were anticipating, and we knew it would go either way, but it really didn't do anything after hours. I mean, you know, look, dude, you close the day. This is like best case scenario for an Nvidia bull, it doing nothing, because it's like, how could it do better than it's done, you know, in the past week leading up to earnings? The fact that it didn't just crash is fantastic. Data center is the only thing that grew, I think, but it grew by like 80% year over year, and like even 18% growth from just last quarter. But yeah, I mean, look, it broke out of the channel or whatever, hit the 1272 fib extension, a target. Once you broke all-time highs, it hit a 100% measured move of the slanted inverse head and shoulders pattern, like the Jesus, man. I mean, you can't even make it up. You can't make this up. When you plot a pattern, it hits the 100% measured move, and that's it for now, right? It's perfect. The candle close, settle up area to the top of the pattern from the real breakout to it. And you know how long we've had this plotted. So it's just amazing, dude. Gotta love it. So you don't care where it goes next if like you were trading it, but you think that a gap would probably fill. Even though, look, it's at 349 after hours. That's pretty much it, dude. It's done. Like, the volatility that was gonna, I mean, it was going on. There was volatility. It got as low as 344 and it got as high as 358 after hours. Just the top right of your screen. That's Nvidia. It's whatever. Not volatile. Good. So there's a gap fill there. It could always fall back into the channel. Looks like it's going to probably tomorrow. And so you could always see the bottom of the channel again. You know, that's down like 325. And then you could always, which you didn't really back test on a breakout, you could always back test 316 before rallying again. No bearish divergence on the 4 hour. So still below 91.50, but only by a few bucks. It's just the first time, though. You were so close yesterday, you just didn't. So, old Ethereum, we switch back. Whatever. I don't even know what y'all want. Ethereum dumped with Bitcoin. Of course. Really? Ethereum's going to dump with Bitcoin, but a lower risk entry has been achieved, at least. 195. You were showing some hidden divergence and all that, but it's like, hey, Bitcoin rallies, it's good. If not, it's done. And look left, where it could be this left shoulder, head, right shoulder stuff instead of the 3 rising valleys or whatever. But one could, I mean, a 618 would probably have been the target here to the downside. And you hit it. You did hit literally the 618 perfectly. My God. That's ridiculous. Anyway, so just the idea we were thinking about yesterday was maybe this. Though it did look like a bullish pattern already. I mean, that's it. Of course, it may not ever play out. You're still trying to hold on to that 200 moving average, and it may never play out. If Bitcoin is done and needs to go to 88 or 8,500 and 7,800, this will never ever play out in a million years. But if Bitcoin wants to rally and wants to remain extremely bullish and all that, then Ethereum's got a chance for this to play out. That's the only way, though, right? Bitcoin owns Ethereum technically. Literally, it owns the price action of Ethereum, at least for the past 2.5 years since the Great FOMO. So this is your only hope. This is all you got going for you left on Ethereum.
Pale Connect. Kappa. Make sure you get your healthy dose of vitamin D to keep your immune system strong. Also, Enjin has been on a stupendous run. Kings. Stay healthy, my fellow Terran. 0.029291448 ETH.
Spaceballs, thank you, man, for the 586 of Ethereum. Oh yeah, I gotta look at MGI. Sorry about that, Smiley. You know how it is, man, over here. It just happens. It's tough sometimes. Thank y'all. Yeah, MGI is hit 193 today. It hit the 200 moving average again. It's up nearly 5%. Very simply, to look at this thing, the range, right? Where you have the bottom of the range and the top of the range up here. So, yeah, very good. Very good. It's consecutive higher lows, consecutive higher highs. And today you've achieved another higher high, kind of. You broke above the 200 moving average. And I don't even think you touched it last time. Yeah. The past couple days, last time you had seen the 200 was, look what happened. You know, February 18th, of course, the whole world started collapsing after Valentine's Day. God. So a different situation.
Can we check out Ford again? Coinciding announcements today in the news.
Yep. We can. We can. Remember, if you don't remember about Fords, there is an 11-year large bullish Gartley or something insane going on with it. Oh, look at that, chat. Bitcoin hit 9150 and pulled back. It's real. So in terms of retraces here, I mean, you could say double bottom happened, and it, 159 was the breakout point anyway of that double bottom. You're also, look, 50% retrace on the dot, so you'd think the next target's 215. I mean, look though, that's why you're reversing here too. It's not just a 50%. It's kind of like a valley. It's a resistance from July of last year, and just right above that, it's like 206. That has certainly acted as a reversal area in history multiple times. Look, I mean, right here, you see how important this area is at 205. It's just over and over and over again. If you can break that, based on history, almost every time, if you can reverse there and run up, you're looking like a 50-cent move or more. So, extremely critical resistance is above you at 205. You break that, you could see 276, 260. Okay, that's MoneyGram, man. Good stuff. The engine just doesn't want to stop, man. It has been killing it. Certainly so. Clean up a little bit. That's so crazy, dude. I love how just it bounced off the old channels supply line once, and it was just gone after that, like nothing. You gotta love, everyone's gotta love how it bounced off the previous resistance and enacted as a support, and it's run up to break the new range, I guess you could say, right? It created a high and a low, and so it's above that, and now it's back testing that. Unreal, man. Yeah, engine killing it. Is now exceeding a 100% retrace. Did it hit that measured move with that crazy structure? Yeah, it's now exceeding it. I didn't look at it like an inverse head and shoulders. I'd never call it that. It was just like, you can see that a neckline was created of some structure, and once it broke the structure, it eventually finally did hit that 100% measured move. And now you've just got some historical, I mean, here's a peak from May of 2018, and you got, like, look at C, this huge, this was a trade setup, unconventional harmonic. It was like a bullish, well, I mean, like, it should have been a bullish cipher, but it hit an 886, and so it would be a bullish cat pattern, because you mix and converge bat and cipher together. You just think about what kind of animal would that be? Cat. So the bullish cat pattern, you've achieved the C, right? You hit C. So Casey Stubbs now, I mean, you'd have to be very patient with this dumpage to finally achieve C. But you done it, man, and so anyway, next targets, if Enjin can breach this 18.5 cent area, would be 20.65 cents, the 1272, 22.6 cents, and then the golden mean ratio, the 1618, is 25.4 cents. Let's go, Enjin, man. Doing things. You've been performing exceptionally. Okay. I mean, there was bearish divergence, very clear, discernible divergence, but bulls don't care. It's just continuing to rise.
You take a look at MRPH/used for me, which got in at
Gross.
that for like months back. I have not been able to chart it on TradingView until now. Thanks for all your help.
Sure, Matt. Thanks for the fives. So not much to really look at. I mean, yes, Ford is up 2.5% since we identified that insane pattern from history. Great. So for us, we're looking at a 11-year large pattern. So I'm not going to zoom in and look at the 4-hour on Ford when you know this is pattern completion zone. This is the price reversal zone. This could be like a lifetime opportunity for Ford to reverse, and we know our target's 1171 and 1344, but it could take a couple years to get there. Not even kidding. It could take that long. And it may never play out. If you come up to test 2006 and 2003 lows and you regard them as resistance and you pivot and reverse, this may never play out, but you cannot ignore kind of what's going on right now. All right. As it did. I mean, Batson. We would look at this probably on the weekly every single time. And we're going to get older. And maybe at some point when we're older, this will be matured into a new impulse.
I can learn to understand you much better if I can get familiar with the way.
Oh my god. Okay, dude. Thank you. So counts up one. Hey Kirk, thanks for the 3 super chat. Thank you, counts up. Dude, there's nothing I can do. You noticed there are Stream Elements is having its own issues. I can't help that, so it's just not showing up. It's not going in the jar. It's stupid. Yeah, really. Andrew M is very right. It's like by episode 2000, Ford might hit the 50% retrace. That'll take a while, no doubt. So, what is there to look at on Morpheus coin, man? Yeah, we'll look at Tesla too. Yes. This is like, I don't even know what even any of this is. Like, it IPO'd, man, 42 cents. Idiots bought, and then it gapped down somehow to 24 cents and has just been losing value until recently. Congratulations. All right, range bound. It's been hitting the top of the range. It's an illiquid S coin, Matt. So what do you want? Look at this. This is not something that you would want to trade because you'd never get filled with limit orders because it's so illiquid. Low risk area, I guess, is 8.6 cents, and then high risk area is like 26.6 cents because I guess that's like the top of the range or something. 23.6 cents too. Hey, nice, dude. Nice scam wit. Hard to chart. Trash. Really. Oh, bearish divergence, I guess. On the oscillators, look. Trash. Well, we'll see if the trash respects the TA or not. I don't know, dude. Spencer, I have no idea what the volume is on it, so I want to look that up. Yes, OMG got listed to Coinbase and it exploded. Wow, like all of them. Remember OXT? It has its moments in the sun. You know, thinking about if you had ever bought like in just July of 2019 or April of 2019, or if you had bought in November of 2018, you'd be so deep in the hole right now. I mean, this is great, but it's a news-driven catalyst. It has nothing to do with OMG being worth a crap. The good news is it got back above like a historical ice line, where you can clearly see we have regarded as support resistance an abundance of times. As of today, it's breaking above a resistance from February 15th, so it is now above its coronavirus crash highs, which is great. But again, it's because of that catalyst. It doesn't make any money or do anything. There's no breakthrough, and technology hasn't done anything to help anybody, right? Great. So Fibonacci wise, you have just breached the 38% retrace, which is confluent with that February high. Next target's 177. After that's 211. That's the golden zone. So a major reversal could occur here, but if it's gonna keep going insane, then your targets, you can clearly see like peak 253 near the 786. And there's like a peak at 192. So this is great. There's no real... Aha! That's what's going on. There's that peak back from July of 2017 that you're near right now. Yeah, you haven't touched it yet. 163 will be interesting. Extremely overbought on the daily. I mean, you're talking like 87 on the RSI, so that's hot. Extremely hot. You also saw about geometrical trend lines broken. If you have a right here, I mean, that was once you broke that, man. Look at the follow through you're getting. So Dragon-esque, you'd think a target on some sort of Dragon-esque. You know, this is very similar. Reminds me of Litecoin some. Litecoin's still down here like a loser, and it can't do anything. None, like all the altcoins are outperforming Litecoin for the most part. I think even XRP a little bit. But the target, if it's a dragon or something, is a 618, so that's 211. So maybe it would seem very possible that could be a target for OMG in time is to keep going. Ugh.
Hey Mitch, can you ask Alexa, can you rap?
No, I don't know if I can do that, man. I don't know if I want to hear that. Sounds pretty cringe, right, Cody Mac? Thanks for the 3s. You could have asked her, probably, and it would have recognized, right? And well, that might be true, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to dump once this rally's over. Like, it'll have a huge rally like all the altcoins, and it'll pull back and it'll sell off and start eventually making lows again. It doesn't. It's like, yeah, congratulations on its technological breakthrough, whatever you're saying, but that's probably not enough to keep it going. It's not making higher highs, higher lows at all. You know, before this huge impulse up, the most recent major event discernible on the daily was it matched all-time lows. Like, it hit July of 2017 lows. That's the most recent thing it's done. That's not a typical bull asset. That's a bear asset when it's hitting all-time lows on its most recent event. As you can see, look, right here, 2017. Touched it once and was gone. But that's testament to ice lines, what can happen at ice lines, so let this be a lesson if you are... Oh man, I didn't know that. Oh yeah, it did. It bounced perfectly. Crazy. Oh man, Tesla. I mean, you think it looks bearish maybe, but God, it's just doing one of those, oh look man, it's a head and shoulders pattern. Just kidding. Too much demand. Just too much, man. It's Elon. Now we just talk about maybe it's just an ascending, broadening wedge. Right? And it's just testing that 786. The next target, if it keeps right, it bullishly engulfed today, and it's not seeing positive momentum since May 12th. I think if it breaks this 837 area, it's going to fill a gap at the 886, which is $900. It's going to go up to that. That's like the next target. If it doesn't, I think you're going to come down to this demand line and test that at 708. But just the way this market is, dude, really, probably gonna keep going and probably gonna see 900 in time. Okay, that's your Tesla, dude. Not much more to talk about. It's 900 or 700 next target, okay? Probably 900 to fill the gap. Also, X, A, B, C, D. It would be a PCZ of a bearish bat pattern too, so there you go. There's your argument. 886, $900 target. Boom.
Mitch, been a ride with CMG, thinking of closing my long tomorrow. Thoughts?
Thinking about ordering some Chipotle tonight. Oh, sorry. Say CMG. My bad. Or CME. What was that? CMG, yeah. I'm not crazy. Thanks, man. Session top Jesus. Yeah, stupid, right? $1,026. I mean, the divergence is so difficult to read, you know? So it's like, it may be there, man. See this one? Look, this is a perfect example. All right, you hit an 886. You had triple MACD bearish divergence. The market just doesn't care. It was so good looking on the 4 hour. But look, if it's not a bat, it might very well be a crab. And this just reminds me of Apple maybe a little bit, where it's no way that's ever happening, dude. No way it's ever gonna get 1263. But I mean, that's a harmonic, so it could be. Even on the 4 hour, you're not even really showing bearish divergence. It's so weird. The first stalling point for Chipotle would be 1,092. I mean, yeah, it could always reverse here, but there's not really. You see what I'm saying? Like a high on the histogram. You make a higher high, you don't do it, you invalidate everything, and then you just rally again. So, yeah, I mean, maybe you could try to argue and say this is bearish divergence here, but what happens if tomorrow just keeps going, right? And the next day, and the next day, you are overbought, for sure. I mean, this is the most overbought Chipotle has been since April of last year. So, it's been over a year since we've seen 75 in the RSI. That doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna dump, though. All right, there's a gap fill at 972. Could always come down to that, and it could very well. There could be a good entry at 940. Right, that could be a back test before going to much higher prices. Always possible. What's up, John Whitworth, man? Thanks for the 5 super chat. He says, "Sup." See, your tip worked.
Sup, Vulcan salute.
Yeah, Vulcan. B-ham, dude. Not much going on down here, dude. I'm losing my mind. Hey, I'm getting in really good shape. Like the best shape of my life type stuff, but who cares? Yeah, there is a channel on Bitcoin that you are at the bottom of it right now. Very real. Let me try to pull it up for you, okay? It's just like a different anchor point on the top side, I think. No, it's the bottom side. Yeah. So this is the look here, listen of Bitcoin. It's kind of like the way we've been anchoring for the altcoins, where you just have anchor point 1 and 2 and 3 on the bottom and 1 on the top. And so here it is, demand line. You break this, the trend could be in jeopardy. But I don't know if we had to adjust and make this the anchor point on the bottom for, but yeah, man, this is super well respected. You cannot argue breaking this is very bad, so you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, maybe, man. That's the look people are talking about. The cough. You caught this what you're talking about, right? Yes, no, maybe so. I know Colby was pointing this out earlier. I know other people probably have too. That's great though, man. Alright, been lying for like an hour, dude. So I guess that's good, man. Bitcoin has only run up to fail to break 9150, but it has now officially touched it, which is good enough. With there being absolutely no signals of exhaustion for sellers, you do think it is potentially, I mean, it does seem likely that we could see lower prices, right? Bruh. So, Julia.
Morning, Mitch. Would appreciate your perspective on SPM on the ASX if you wouldn't mind, please. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for the 1618. You're now the session top Jesus. Appreciate it. Right, so, I mean, do you see anything, like, not even on the 60-minute is there seller exhaustion. Right, nope, bearish convergence. That's all you got, man, on the 60-minute. Bearish convergence on the, well, I mean, here, if it sells off any more and stays above 8,500, then you could have hidden bullish divergence on the RSI, but for now, it would only be considered bullish convergence here. So the only help you have, all you have is one demand line. That's it. No help anywhere else. And you just failed to break this very, I think, very critical support resistance right here. Why is it different on this chart? Huh? That's weird. 9150. It's like you can clearly see it, dude. What's up with that? Oh, was it? I maybe had plotted with candle closes instead of the wicks. Oh yeah, that was what I had done right there. Yeah, 9148, 9150. As you can see, what we've done with that. Tested it and no higher. Getting back above that after testing the demand line could be somewhat promising, at least for bulls. Yeah, man. What's up, Jaw? Thanks for the 5. Your dad's thinking about moving some of his 401k S&P into the Qs. Well, that's what a lot of hedge funds have done. They're less S&P because that is connected to a much larger aspect of the market, a much larger much more sectors of the market, right, that have been hit and have not recovered. You right now have these two different. It's like the market is cut in half now, where you've got half the market. V-shaped recovery, we don't even care. Coronavirus, what's that? That doesn't even matter. And then another half of the market that's been demolished, devastated, and has not recovered at all. So tech is on the good side.
Thoughts on XLY? Respect your TA brew.
Oh, thoughts on XLY? Ugh. I think you know my thoughts on XLY since you requested that chart, so... Yeah, bullish on XLY. Okay. Thanks, dude, for the 420. What's up, Matt, man?
Bruh.
Session top
1,
Jesus.
2, 3, 4. Now I see a Baron pot war.
Boom. Matt Shaver just won up Julia. Julia, I think that's a very real challenge right there. You get it? I mean, Matt's been around long enough to know what a tip war even is, Julia. So... good on him. We had people the other day just randomly declaring tip wars on nobody. Thank you, Matt, man. 25.55 on the day. Very cool, dude. So, I don't know, man. You've breached on SBM that May of 2017 high. These minor peaks, 320, whatever. You think this could very well see 378 in time, but man, what a nice run it's been on already. It's stupid overbought. 73.8. Is there an edge? No. Is it premium? Probably. Alright, breaking resistance right here was very good though. 304. You can hold above 304 long enough. You very well could see 378. That would probably be the next target. But what happened today? Oh, almost dark cloud cover. I mean, that's almost a perfect dark cloud cover reversal candle. And there's gaps down at like 293, 274. So I think 304 is the breaking point. If you stay above that long enough, you will probably see 378. If you break that, you understand you'll fill the gaps. And then you could just go low to high to get targets for common retraces, right? 304. Big deal. Big freaking deal. Okay. Hold on a sec. But yeah, Qs, man. I mean, that's tech. That, you know, back in the day for boomers, like you could talk about IBM and GE and GM and whatever, some financials. You got these companies back in the day that drove this market.
Registration, chicken fucker.
Common Ursula tipped $59.58. Is Impus Burger going bankrupt? Damn burger punks.
Is what is it? Is Dimpus Burger? Oh god, sorry, it's not. It's lagging a little bit. It freezes like this for some reason the first time I use it in like a while. Hold on, dude. Oh, come on, please stop being terrible. Thank you, Probes, man. Coming in and just destroying Mr. Schaffer and Julia. Their tip war. You know, it's just been bombarded now. I don't know what to do here. I'm about to have to get out of this and come back into it. This is ridiculous. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's not working. Ursula. Hey, Ursula. Can you hear me? Is Dingus Burger, Dimpus Burger going out of business? Was that the name of the place in Super Troopers, or is that actually a real thing? Yeah, I hear they had too many holes in their soda cups. Stream Elements is now terrible because, like, now my tip jar is already broken. Nice. And if I complain to them, they'll be like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm just going to copy pasta something and answer to you. Holy crap. Dimpus Burger. Let me check that out. Dimpus. Nope, Dimpus does not show up. Sorry, man. Oh my god, dude. Is it really? Dude, Stream Elements is ruining everything.
Matt Schaffer tipped $24.24. I like to start of Slow Jeffy.
The Slow Jeffy? Thank you, dude, for the 2424. Sorry about tech problems that we have to live with. Jesus. Okay, there you go. See what we're saying. Looks like you might still be a little behind Ursula. Matt, man, thanks, dude. What are you at? I don't know. It's got to be really close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, I'm gonna have to reset everything. Hold on. Jeffy, man, what's up, dude? Oh my god. It doesn't even, the jar doesn't even. I'm gonna refresh the catch. This is ridiculous.
Hefe tip $30. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He declares refresh catch war. Me too, man. Here we go. Alright, catch, refresh. It should be better now. There shouldn't be any more issues. And at least... Oh, wow. 2 things fell back in the jar. What trash, dude. Trigger me, man. Thank you, Jevy, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Much love, man. Oh my god, dude. Ursula! Oh my god, dude.
Common Ursula tipped $96.96. Anyone want to play? Chicken first.
We've just gone Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct, but there is no filter for Ultra Instinct, so we can only go... We can go Super Saiyan God. We can go Super Saiyan Blue. But just, we can't. He just went final form, chat, and there's nothing we can do about it, so we're stuck with this. We're still strong, man. We're just not as strong as Ursula. Yeah. I don't think anyone... I mean, there might be someone who wants to challenge that Ursula, but... I don't know, dude. Chevy, man, oh my god!
Hype in the chat!
Oh wow, dude. Whoa.
Hef8 tipped $100. Extreme bearish divergence on Streamlabs.
Thanks so much, Jeffy, man, for the 100. Looks like you're 26.54 off Ursula in this, whatever it is, the 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and I think you had tipped maybe, you know, when he was in the process of tipping or something. So it's, holy crap, man. Thanks so much, dude. Good Lord. Ursula, Jeffy, can we call your car Ramrod from now on? Is that real? Cheers. Jeez. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what to say. This is, it's different, dude. I guess we can just look back at the beautiful demand line as posted by some of you fantastic folks. A demand line is being tested. It has been tested once, but you are certainly screwed if you do not break back above 91.50 as we've tested and failed on the first test. It is the first test. I mean, we just, I don't know, maybe less than an hour ago touched it for the first time since breaking it earlier. Downside, not good, right? See, we tested it, we fall below it, then we test it, and we sell off again, right? Jimmy, man, oh my god!
Bruh. Look here! Look, listen!
You boys like Mexico?
I wish it would say Mexico. It didn't do it, man. You think TTS has seen that movie? I bet you she has. Alright, Jeffy just came in. Whoa. It's Jeffy versus Jeffy, dude. Oh my god. We've never had a Jeffy versus Jeffy. Well, it's really Jeff versus Jeffy, but you get it. Good god. Yeah, MK, that's a good question. I know Michael, our MK, our OG MK was here earlier. I saw him, but like, if he's still out there, man, what's up, dudes? See, we have people from Mexico. Mr. Delgado is here. It's getting hot up in here, man. We're gone Super Saiyan. We might just go Vegeta next, dude. So here you are, chat. Potential Adam and Eve double top on Bitcoin, just like gold's risk off assets, which I don't think Bitcoin technically is one, but it sure as heck is playing as one. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Is that a joint? Stop it.
Bruh.
Common Ursula tip $200.58. Sakar Pritch. Probes.
Pritch.
Get.
Oh my god, so Pritch, it is probes and niche. Get it? Yeah, I got it, man. I got it, dude. What's gonna happen to Pritch if he pulls over a school bus and then the children see him and throw fruit at him, various fruit at him, man? I don't know. Let me try to change it up. We're gonna go nuts again. Now we've seen this is maybe our final form right here, because there's just no way. There's no way Ursula's getting topped. Why did it change? You spelled it exactly right, Ursula. Why would it be wrong? Is this was gonna happen, Larry? We'd start having to write down the tips and add them up like we used to in the days of old. You remember that? Let me just make sure I got this. Yeah, Ursula is at $357.12. I'm literally writing this down like we used to. I have those. I have not thrown those away yet. All those old tip wars.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
My money is on Jeffy.
Is it? Your money's on Jeffy, dude? Whoa. Jeffy, dude. You've got people betting on you now, I guess. Okay, so it was Jeffy was at, let's see. Thank you, Matt, man. I think Jeffy's at 180, right? Yeah, that's tough, man. That's real tough. I just can't believe this. Writing down like this. So weird. Yeah, Matt started the war and then picked a side. That's kind of smart, right? That's kind of like literally 4D chess, right? Oh, what are we picking sides now? Is this real? I mean, I guess if we probes would have to be okay with it, but yeah, I guess if people want to pick sides, Team Jeffy or Team Jeff or Team Ursula, right? I don't know. Oh boy, Julia, I don't know about that. Don't get cocky, kid. But Adam and Eve double top. If the neckline is 8,100, not even 8,200. So Adam and Eve, you understand, like 100% measure move double top's gonna bring you down to the 6,000s, right? I mean, it's just, you're thinking though, you're hoping that it would underperform because the bull trend would continue or something, right? But like, if you're just being straight up like we are for any asset, doesn't matter what it is. And then we love Bitcoin somewhat because of its, you know, uniqueness and what it is. It's just showing like, but again, hoping that just never happens. 62.27, 100% measure move of the double top. The potential double top. It's certainly not a double top right now because until you break 8,100, it's not a pattern. So just interesting look, and seems more likely that it would play out. You know, we would get closer to it playing out if we broke this crazy demand line. So man, that's pretty though. Very pretty little uptrend that is in jeopardy now. Will we rise? Will we fall? You can see it, right? I mean, Adam and Eve now. It was ascending triangle for sure. 100% measure move of the ascending triangle. The scrub triangle played out to the downside. So, growth. The thing is though, right? I mean, like if you pivot anywhere above 8,500, you can have yourself like a symmetrical ascending triangle or whatever. Like a major one. Like a much larger one. Where it could be visible on the daily. You know, pivoting anywhere above. It's really like, you know, the wickage and stuff, just as long as it's above 8,100, you just create a demand line and you've got the supply line. And it's like, whoa, are we really showing a discernible ascending triangle on the daily? That would be nuts, man. Are we cool? So we've got 32 minutes until your daily candle close as we explore all options, since what else can we do, man? Looked at you know, most markets today. What's alive? What are you talking about, Count Zeppelin, man? Really do appreciate those contributions, y'all. I mean, joking aside, I really appreciate it. It's like super amazing of y'all. I feel blessed, man. Like 100%. What's this going on? You can't tell by my eyeballs. If you could see my eyeballs, you would know how grateful I am. Okay? Right here, man.
Even Jesus sacrificed himself so he could rise. Bitcoin going to follow. My money goes towards probes. Everything bigger in Texas.
Oh, fishhead. Alright, he's chosen Ursula. Everything bigger in Texas. Well, I mean, I think he might be in Texas right now, but he's not from there, man. But we could say Jake, because Jake is, you know, it's the two biggest states. Well, population. I don't know. Is it two biggest population states? Zero 10, man. Oh my god, what's going on? That one came out of left freaking field, dudes.
State _at _home _Tim tip $249.96. At least one Altcoin is working. 0.027495548 BTC.
I guess, dude. Wait, what? What? What are you doing? What is going on?
State _at _home _Tim tip $249.82. I'm freaking out, Mon.
You are.
0.0274810 BTC.
Alright, anyone who bet on Ursula now has been wrecked because we have a new player who has joined the game, I guess. 499.78. Stay at home Kangs. Sweet mother of Jesus, chat. Crypto, too, mind you. I don't even know what to say, man. What? Look at those huge Bitcoin balls in the jar. They're huge, man. Bigger than your face.
Bruh.
The Jeffy drawer?
Put my money in Jeffy drawer. Stay at home is just a firework. We can do this.
If you wanted to join Jeffy, I guess. Okay, I think if this is happening, I mean, like, I guess we can add... Mr. Schaffer has tipped since... We've done this before. So, 3212. We could add 3212 to the 357... No. 3212 to the 180. Since Ms. Schaffer wants to see Jeffy win, I guess. You know, hey... People are gonna be mad about that. But anyone could pick, I guess, any side. I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe, dude. Maybe Stay-at-home Kangs is just taking profit. Instead of selling, he's just, you know, tipping me copious amount of Bitcoin, man. Is that what we do? Alright, I'll keep it in mind if it actually needs to come to that, but I think Jeffy's probably done, man. Alright. Silent, yes, I know, but if you've been a part of this community long enough, you know it's an inside joke. It's Jeffy. Okay. Dump it before I lose F. Nah, dude. Any crypto tip I receive stays crypto no matter what, okay? Imagine people tipping me down here, you know, at much lower levels, telling me to sell my crypto tips. What would happen if I listened to them, you know? And just talking about collectively throughout the whole time I've been doing the crypto tip hold thing. So. 27 minutes, man. 9100. Really, really trying to hold on, man. Like hard. Will we rise or will we fall? No edge at all to say that we're going up right now. No edge. This is your only chance, a demand line. A pretty strong one though. Not too bad. Wow, how about that, dude? So remember on Cardano, that downtrend we were in, or sorry, the supply line we were respecting, and then we eventually broke it, and I mean, dude, we were so close to that target, the 1272, so close. And so now, you know, it's down 8.5%, but it's back tested the old supply line as maybe a demand line, but nothing's implying we're gonna break to the upside. What is that? That's
Matt Schaffer tipped $24.24. Jeffy rumors. They are there to be denied, or if the market is open, to be traded on.
Thank you, Ms. Chavman, for the, what is that, cents? And the 20. So it's 56.36 so far. Adding that to Jeffy's tally, I guess, right? He's still woefully behind, unfortunately. Even with that. Stay-at-home Kings. So, if Matt was with Jeffy on his side for the World War Tib War or whatever's going on right now, I don't even know. It's so far, Ursula's 357.12. Jeffy with Mr. Schaffer will be 236, and then Mr. Schaffer, or not Mr. Schaffer, Stay-at-home Kings is 499.78. So, you know. There you go, dude. It's, it helps, but it's like, whatever. I don't know, man. This is so weird. Chat, so, are y'all having a good Thursday? Is everything good? It's Patreon night. Did you work out, exercise? I completed a 16-hour fast today and ran multiple miles while fasting, which has extreme health benefits to it. If you're healthy, right? You don't do it if you're not healthy. You got problems, man. You might want to talk to a doctor, but you know, if you're normal, exercise while fasting's great for you. Something called autophagy that happens, where when you fast long enough, your body goes through its own recycling process, and all, you know, like food you eat and stuff like that can produce toxins, and your cells, you know, can start getting whack, and that autophagy or whatever pretty much cleans you out, cleanses you, and you get that from fasting. So, holy crap, man! Wait a second, is this real life? Whoa, dude!
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because stock.
Matt
Wow.
Schaffer tipped $100. Jeffrey, appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak.
Wow, this Schaffer, dude. Holy crap. So, thank you for the 100. But that puts Jeffy's team at 336, still just behind Ursula, still woefully behind, you know, Stay-at-home Kings. Wow.
It's China to me, China.
Yeah, China, dude.
China.
Triple tap on daily BTC.
Triple top for daily BTC. Man, I'm just calling it a double top, right? I mean, you know. Oh, okay. Maybe the weekly, right? Like 1, 2, 3 triple top. I mean, it never even hit the top of the range though, but a lower high is never good. But again, look how discernible and clear this channel is on the daily too. So I would think, I wouldn't worry about these peaks over here. I would just look at it as it is, where it's like a potential double top. And if you start really reversing here, which is possible. Look, man, you have it hit at 236, but that's it. The common retrace zones for a reversal here going to be between 6239 and 7700. Break 8500, 7700 just seems extremely possible. Okay, so that's like targets the downside, your golden zone from the crash low to the peak of this recovery. Very possible targets down here. Okay, and I don't know, 5195. I guess it's possible. You'd think look left though, man. Like 618, 6500. I mean, we look left even more. There's a lot of support over here. You think that that's very real if the selling continues. If this demand line is broken, which it hasn't been broken yet, but probably maybe soon, dude. Yeah, hype for all the tips today, man. I don't even know. That's extreme generosity. Seriously grateful for that. My God, man. Don't know how much my little heart can take. What's up, Eli, dude? Yeah, well, Dean, there's, regardless of what it is, it's nothing I can do about it. I've been shadow banned and just, you're going to deal with it. Join the Discord.
Any thoughts?
Solve the BTC. Oh, God. I remember this one. Oh, my God. Yeah, I remember this one, dude. Solve or something. I remember it last time, last year it pumped like crazy. Pump and dump. This is definitely a pump and dump, right? Like textbook type stuff, right? Yeah, solve, right? This is what pump and dumps look like. Exactly like it, man. So it had a range, it had all-time lows back here. It like, look at this. I mean, look at this scam wick down to like 172 sats before it came back up. Any stop triggered. And look, you kind of still, like you were just falling. You were at all-time lows here again, May 7th. And yeah, you started rallying, and then it's just like, once you broke a resistance or two, again, it's probably just like someone, hey, all right, it's time. We're going to do solve to BTC. Everyone, solve to BTC, pump it now. And it went up, you know, hundreds of percentage points at its highest point, but probably will never see that again anytime soon. 6,500 sats. It's at 2,380 sats. And before the pump and dump started, it was at like 1,438 sats. So congratulations on complete insanity. This TA doesn't really do anything when it's like an orchestrated pump and dump. Okay. I got you, Dean, man. No, it's just like everyone and their mother lets me know that I'm shadow banned every single day. So it's like, to me, it's just, you could imagine how it makes someone feel when they're just constantly reminded that everything they do is like in jeopardy or something, because I won't be able to, when I'm shadow banned, people can't find me organically. I won't grow like I used to. So it's like, that's, my days are numbered type stuff.
Thanks always for the TA.
Thank you, Eli back. Bach for the 5, man. The 10. Boom. How much? I'll tell you exactly, Matt. What the heck? Oops. $163.42, Mr. Schaffer. that's what you're off. That'd be a tie, though. What's up? Drink reviews.
CRSP checkout CRISPR for me and a $50 gains.
Is that a joint?
Thank you, dude. Crisp. Can't remember if we've looked at that recently. Therapeutic. We have looked at that. Demand line was hit. Oh yeah, dude. And it's like a huge type of ascending triangle or something. Yeah, so crisp was like, right, high to low, you're now achieving an 886. I don't think this is a harmonic or anything. I mean, it could be, definitely. No. Definitely not a harmonic. It's just a V-shaped recovery type move and high risk, but 7460 is the all-time highs. It kind of reminds me of like ACB before it had its devastation and got obliterated, right? So yeah, man. Deep retrace, approaching its deepest retrace. If it breaks 69.29, it's going to 74 bucks. Well, that's it, man. Simple. So at any time, reversal, but not really showing any exhaustion on the daily, on the RSI. MACD, yeah, I mean, it starts pivoting to the downside. Yeah, divergence would be showing up, but it's still just building crap loads, positive Momo. Biotech, man, it's one of the best performers this year for obvious reasons. Don't know why this trend line, was it looking at log scale or something? I was looking at log scale. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, so you can see accumulation and a sell wall. So, you know, lots of room to chop within this structure. Eventually, if you break 74 bucks, you could have a really nice run to the upside. Right. Already got targets 92.78, 104, 123. Great. Eli Bach? Yeah. What do you mean? Are they going through? Yeah, you didn't see him show up?
It's China to me. China.
Bear flag on Expedia.
Bear flag on, I wouldn't call it a flag. It's just, maybe. It's huge though. It's a huge structure, right? It's far larger. I don't know. Bear flag connect. Yeah. Terrible. So many potential reversal areas. Here are your valleys from before. It was the old range between 88 and 140. You're below that, right? And I think you could eventually back test it as resistance. Or we're gonna just Fibonacci here. I mean, God. Probably, I'm just gonna fib from the all-time highs to low. And if you see that, you're above 50%. So you're just in the golden zone. You could reverse anywhere here. Do I see a pattern? The divergence could be, look, bearish divergence could be real. But it's just like, things like these, I don't know how the macro is going to affect it. It's recovering, and it's near the same performance as at least the Dow Jones, which we know is a 50% retrace too of its crash highs. So it's probably just going to follow whatever the macro does. And yeah, divergence. Look, it's like today, bearish engulfing candle. Definitely bearish engulfing candle on decent volume. When was earnings? Oh my God, look at that. Their EPS was minus $1.26. And that was the estimates, right? Of their EPS. And they reported minus $7.98. A 632% surprise. What the... It makes sense, right? You just think about travel agencies, man. What if we anchor? You anchor here like that, it's like respecting a supply line, right? So it's like rising wedge. You see that, dude? So until you break that, I mean, that's kind of maybe the idea. Interesting. So maybe a rising wedge, yeah. And if it, look, I just don't know how this thing can dump again majorly and hit a 100% measured move if the macro just keeps going to the upside, no problem. You know, when is this thing gonna decouple? You know, a 100% measured move. Oh god, this is log scale. Oh, even better then. Give me a sec. So is it a bear flag? I mean, close enough. Rising wedge from a breakout. I just don't know how you'd ever do it. I mean, top of the wedge, great shorting opportunities. So let's see if the selling pressure picks up.
China to me, China.
Tell me what I need to know about buy and sell stops on rent, please. I appreciate all this, bro. 0.025144458 TDH.
Argo, thank you for the $5 of Ethereum. Much love, man. Oh, we'll look at that, okay? So will we reverse here, or will we just defy gravity and run on up? I mean, you could plot it like a channel, and there'd probably be another supply line up there. But this looks very interesting, right? Expedia, rising wedge, bearish engulfing candle, and maybe divergence if you get follow-through price action in the breakout point, and wherever it is, like $66 to $70. 100% measure moves, it's bringing you right back down to the lows, right? 100%. So that helps smiley face, I guess, maybe a little bit. Yeah, Bitcoin, again, you tested 9150 and failed. That's bearish. That means that market participants are confirming that that is a valid support resistance and now resistance. It used to be support. There's no bullish divergence on the 60-minute, 4-hour, daily, weekly. Like, not anymore. There's nothing implying that Bitcoin should be reversing here. That everything now, since we've broken 9150, it's implying.
Common Ursula tipped $23.58.
Bearish bat now, 88%
retrace.
retrace.
To US dollar trade. Have a bearish bat now. Took most profits at 1.0999. Thanks, brother.
Dude, that one was amazing. Freaking litty. Didn't we look at that? I mean, I know we've looked at it since then, but just check that out on a Thursday. Last Thursday or something, right? We will look. Just lost my train of thought. Thanks, Ursula. That is so you're at 380 now. So a little over $100 away from, I guess we would say, session top Jesus, or the winner of the tip war, right? Oh. So yeah, we were talking about like Bitcoin, man. Since it broke 9150 and there's no divergence, no seller exhaustion, you're not even oversold on the 4-hour. It makes plenty of sense to believe that Bitcoin would eventually see 8,500 again. That's the next critical horizontal line support. This is why we talk about support resistance every single day. Dude, how have you not memorized support resistance major ones for Bitcoin? It's like 6,800, 7,400, 7,800, 8,500. 9150 is a softer one, but then it's like 96 to 9950. All of them are real. Then there's like 5,800 too. Those are the big ones. And normally when you break one, you go to the next one. Easy. Was someone asking about Ren or something? I don't even know. Ren? Is this a Relx? Wait, are you talking about? See, there's a crypto called Ren. And then there's a stock called Ren, but it's not on the New York Stock Exchange. So what did you mean, dude? Ren to Bitcoin, Ren to US dollar. See, this is why I like when we start talking about crypto, gotta kind of help me here on like what exactly you want. Ren to BTC looks okay. It looks like to be in a formal uptrend for now anyway. I mean, like, since its bottom, like September, it's only been making higher lows. Is this what you're talking about, dude? Ren to Ethereum? Oh my god. Whoa. Only makes higher highs, higher lows. This is nice. Is this the Walmart of crypto, dude? Well, you know, you're now at a 50% retrace. You're starting to get to areas where you could reverse, but on the daily, there's nothing implying a major reversal to the downside yet. Lots of positive momo. Yeah, exceeding a 50% retrace now. So the next target is 488 ZERPs. Isn't that what it is? ZERPs chat? Back me up on that. Or correct me. Just waiting to see if I'm right or wrong. So Ursula, how does it feel to be getting thwarted by stay-at-home kings, man? Let me post this real quick. Expedia. Terrible, dude. All right. So, I mean, we could try to draw like a supply line. I think you're breaking it. Yeah, see, you're breaking a supply line. Just upsloping resistance. So again, I mean, like where you are, there's nothing here. Like there's one little wick here. Upon you at 467 ZERPs. It's ways. Okay, a way. So 400. You're currently at 450 ways. That could be where you get stopped, but above that, there's no real resistance. I mean, you got a 618 at 488. You just got to think golden retrace. You could reverse, but above 48 ways is 568. After that, 615. You've already broken. Look, there was resistance at 327 ways, and I guess new resistance here at 369 ways. You're breaking all kinds of resistance, but there's just one more coming up. After that, it could be the promised land. It looks good so far, right? I don't see much exhaustion from buyers yet on a significant time scale. I don't even really see divergence on the 4 hour either. I don't know how these S coins are gonna go though, man. They could reverse anytime. You know you're in the golden zone. You know this is real life. You broke a supply line. Will we sustain prices outside of that? Could up thrust and fail at 467 and reverse to maybe back test 369 ways. Remember your golden zone. This is crypto though. I mean, the golden zone has done extensive research with your traditional markets. This is we're deep in the crypto worlds here. We never look at Ethereum pairs really because they're so illiquid. So you're in that zone where major reversals can occur from your major swing high to swing low. All right, we have 5 minutes till your daily candle close, holding above 9,000, but no indication on the charts implying a major reversal to the upside on any time scale. Oh, let's look at the euro. And check that out. It was too good, man. It was an inverse head and shoulders connect, like incredibly. I don't think anyone works it.
Bruh.
Whoa, Miss Schaffer. Whoa.
Matt Schaffer tipped $48.48. Jeff E. is up to you, my comrades. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt.
There it is. Thunderbolt Connect. Thank you, Ms. Schaffer, man. Going Super Saiyan today. I guess we can add that. Is that the 48 to the total? So 336 36 plus your new addition. 384.84. So now the race, if you will, is $4.99 for Stay-at-Home Kings. Probes, believe it or not, is still beating Jeffy and Mr. Schaffer by $4, where Probes is at $388.70, and then Miss Schaffer and Jeffy are $384.84. So very close. It's getting very close now. I just can't believe it, man. So you are 114.94 away from tying Stay-at-Home Kings. Pretty much both teams. So yeah, it was like inverse head and shoulders. Divergence was there. It was pretty gorgeous, man. I mean, there were like none of my work saved, of course, right? But it was just like this, dude. Identified, and then the just even more just stalling here. So I just couldn't bring this thing down, and yeah, I would just look at this horizontally, man. Like, yeah, that's... You can look at it like inverse head and shoulders, or you can look at it like the top of a range. Probe saying he took profit here. Beautiful reasoning behind that, you know, where, of course, it could go higher, and there could be a nice run-up to 111 for, you know, 1.11451 if you breach this. But, I mean... It doesn't really look like divergence. It just seems like you're selling off here. You could come down to 1.08948, test it, and then pivot and make a higher low and go again. You've now officially made consecutive higher lows. So, might give it time after it cools off. We have less than 1 minute till your daily close on Bitcoin. All right, I think that's where you're going next if you can ever break this very strong looking 109.871. All right, Probes, man. Thanks so much, dude. All right.
Bruh.
So here we go. We're going to look at the daily real quick. We're going to look at the channel. Some interpretations y'all have that is very valid. Right here. Right here, man. The channel will soon be breached. We're saying soon be breached because there's just no indication of a reversal here, though it would be fantastic. It's just you're just getting closer and closer to being an Adam and Eve double top. Gross. Below 91.50, you're about to... It is true. It has now happened. We have confirmed a daily close below 91.50. Not really a good thing, especially the fact there's no bullish divergence on any time scale at all. Wow. What's up, Darby? Coming in from Straya. Thanks so much, man. What's up, Bitcoin King? You still have 1/3 of the trade on. Boom, perfect. You know, I think it could sell off some, but if it makes a higher low on a pivot, you breach that top and could go much higher, man. So here we go, chat. Selling off a little bit, not too much yet. But we know where it is, man. We know we're critical support, 8,900 or so. CGC, what? We love Canopy, dude. Canopy growth. I mean, this is one where you have... I mean, it's at very critical areas now. Not very critical, just somewhat critical. I don't know. It's like a resistance support line that I'd plotted. It was the previous shoulders. Previous shoulders of that inverse edge. It played out some. It just failed to measure move and then dumped with the macro. Just crashed, man. It's like it happens. Hitting 88%. And, yeah, right at it. From October and December of 2019. Here we are again. So you breach this, very good. 200-day moving average looms. We haven't even touched the 200-day moving average since June of last year. So it's been almost an entire freaking year since we've even tasted the 200-day moving average. It is upon us. if you do breach 1850, 1846. Again, man, the long-term player, there's nothing to really monitor. It's kind of like Ford, but not as bad as Ford. This is a multi-year complex pattern. And the target eventually is $28 to $40. No change. It's not going to change. Oh my God, it goes up tomorrow, the next day. It doesn't matter. Same targets, the zone, right? Target zone. Okay, Charizard, there you go, man. Thanks for the 5s. So here we go, dude. In the channel, but support broken. Not good. Not good at all. Oh, God. So we've been live now for about 2 hours. If you're enjoying anything, the stream at all, the tip wars, whatever, hit the like button, the bell, the sub. Let's go to the weekly real quick, because understand, on the weekly, there's no major support until 8,500. Very well could see that. Between 82, 8,500 and 96 and 99.50, there's nothing on the weekly. So it wouldn't be weird to eventually see 8,500 to 8,200. Wouldn't be crazy at all. And then that's its own story. If you get back down to these areas, will that hold? And if it doesn't, 8,200 doesn't hold, you're probably going down to 7,400. Okay. I should start saying XABCD. Stay-at-home Kings, man. The King. Session Top Jesus, man. What? Oh. Freaking sore, dude. It's not easy going with Super Saiyan. Alright, we've had to change Super Saiyan levels a multitude of times. I need some of those Ginzu beans. Not Ginzu. I don't know. Remember what they're called. Anyone remember? Bottom targets, hopefully you just heard it. I mean, of course, it just all depends. Like, looking at the weekly simplifies things so much, doesn't it? You look at the daily, you see a little channel, a demand line that soon will be broken. And then you look at the weekly. Sinzu, sorry. I was close, right? Yeah, tap beans, Coors, hidden bearish divergence didn't play out. I mean, it did play out, didn't go well. But what about Under Armour, man? Under Armour Kang. Oh. So on the weekly, pattern-wise, with 3 days left, starting to paint just kind of a bearish harami. That's it. And guess what? Again, pathetic, dude. Just like, sorry, man. Not in a bull trend really yet. Not bullish on the weekly RSI. It's just testing, failing. Sorry, man. You got to get above 60, and it's just not going to happen with this price action going on right now. That's okay, though. I mean, the weekly really doesn't look like completely dead, dude. Like, reversing here, though, like, majorly and for real, you start getting another week of, like, prices below where, you know, we're reversing here. You could definitely start arguing that eventually we would develop what could be considered hidden bearish divergence. It's very close. Very, very close. It's almost like right now not happening because of the selling. It's going to make it like not possible because it's like the exact, you're like double topping on the histogram with a lower high. Yeah, dude, PIN is it, dude. The PIN 15 Club, Probst. We're all members, right? Gabba.
Bruh.
I thought this channel was supposed to be family friendly, man. Oh my God. Yeah, Netflix double topping. Kind of like Bitcoin. Take a gander at Netflix. Right, remember if, like, say the worst was to happen, right, chat? The worst was to happen to Bitcoin. Adam and Eve double top actually ends up being real. 100% measure move of that pattern, if it ever broke, the confirmation line would be 62.34. We're hoping that conditions are just too bullish, fundamentals are too strong, and whatever happens here, it just underperforms or never even plays out, never even breaks 8,200, or 8,100 really. Dude, is the Golden Cross null and void? I mean, I think it was kind of a joke to begin with, right? We don't really ever look at Golden Crosses, Death Crosses too much because it's like they're lagging indicators. And it's like, we're going to need a few more weeks or a couple more weeks of data to know if the Golden Cross or Death Cross mean anything, right? Because remember, it's like the last time we had a Golden Cross, coronavirus came and destroyed everything. This time we got a Golden Cross, and as soon as we get a Golden Cross, it's like we start reversing. So it's like you start reversing, well, when we pivot and make a higher low, that's going to tell us a lot, but we don't have that data yet. Bitcoin's 9,023, 9,020. I do think we're going to see 8,800 again. Look where we are. At least with this uptrend or whatever. 9,012. Vegeta is excited because he wants to see Bitcoin always below 9,000 because the power level is too high, man. So Netflix broke a demand line of its own on a slightly higher high and like very discernible. I mean, like perfect bearish divergence on the daily, right? So I think your first target's 419.20, 420, whatever. That's the previous all-time high. Maybe you could back test. Look, you sprung above that, and maybe we could back test it, hold it as support before running again. You break 420, you're going down to 386 again. Confirmation line of this potential double tops for 395 right there. Right. So you could also think about it like, hey, maybe it's trying to become some sort of cipher, like a cipher pattern. I don't know, man. Will it ever dip this low again? Money printer go burr. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, man, a bat down here. I just don't know if it's ever going to get there. Like, you have to break 420 and 386 first. So you can almost say dragon-esque, right? Like a dragon. This was the spine. Look at the hump. You broke out. So, I mean, a target for a dragon ever or always is going to be a 618. So that's like $350. $350 would be the target if it was to break 420 and 386, which it hasn't yet. What's up, Lone Sofos, man? Oh, we got 300 likes. Remember that time we used to get like 600 likes every stream, no matter what, easily? Times have changed, man. Bears ban on literally everything on the market, probes, right? Yeah. It's really like you can interpret it as a bat, but on this one, fortunately, you don't even have to because of X, A, B, C, D. You're at it. Divergence is, on the daily, probably more visible in the 4 hour. But look, man, this is what's so strong about Square. Could maybe reverse here. If you don't, I mean, then right after that's $87. You break that, gap fill $94. I think if you break this time, probably very well could see $94, and then maybe, all-time highs was at like $100. Look at that, dude. This is one of the statistics, right? Don't become a statistic where 90% of assets that see $90 see $100. This one did it before reversing forever. Just kidding. But yeah, man, could reverse here. Not showing any kind of bearish Japanese candlestick, really, right? I mean, I guess you could try to say that's an evening star, a green evening star. Only you see them red. So it could reverse. Yes, absolutely. And you'd probably think that your target's like $60 or $70. But you think like if it's a range like this, probably $60. Just don't know, man. It's a V-shaped recovery. A green evening star, man. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Don't know if that's valid. I don't know. But again, you know, great that it's at such a critical resistance. Oh god, yeah, like look at the 4 hour. I mean, it looks like there's divergence, right? The whole way up, you're just making lower levels, or at least from here. But isn't this market supposed to be like, Rudy Poo, just pump it, forget about it, and let's just go to $100 this time? Yeah, bearish bat, of course. Like tech, but good luck. Almost like you could bet that a freaking deep crab's coming, right? Here it is, dude. You are at the PCZ just like the QQQ, but forget about it, man. So good stuff, man. Very good, but might be just too bullish. All right, Bitcoin $9,002. Sellings, you know, you just broke below 9,000, but not below the demand line yet. At this point, I just think being below 9150, 8500 is the next target, the next real target. And it might not happen immediately, but it might take time. 8980. Beginning a sell-off at the beginning of the new day. Yeah, Vegeta's been wrecked. No, Vegeta's winning. You mean Goku wrecked, kind of, right? Because how it works. People's like, I'm just done with this, man. Screw Bitcoin, and it's all over. Someone just congratulated me on episode 200. What? Great. So you get it, man. Hopefully you've gained some clarity, at least what's going on with Bitcoin and the other markets. You know, risk-on assets are pretty much killing it. Risk-off assets are kind of taking a beating. I don't know if we consider Bitcoin exactly a risk-off asset because of it just being completely different, but it has done something similar to gold's. Interestingly, gold is bouncing off that confirmation line still a little bit. Alright, so leaving you with that. You see where we're at on the corn. You've hit a 618 from, this is the bearish pattern, I guess, that just extended its stay and is continuing to play out, I guess. And the 8813 would be a target, I guess, but we think 8500 is next based on the fact that you've got no seller exhaustion yet. Not even on the 60-minute, man. So until we start seeing 60-minute 4-hour divergence, it doesn't seem like there's much possibility of a reversal right here. Okay. So really want to say thanks so much, my God. Stay at home Kangs, Probes man, Jeffy dude, Mr. Schaffer. Y'all four just blew it out today. I don't even know what to say. Super grateful. It wasn't just y'all tipping today. Of course, I want to say thanks to everyone, but my God, this was just something different today that we never see. We have not seen something like this since before Drink Troll. So that was pretty cool. Alright, y'all made me go Super Saiyan. All levels, dude. So we got Patreon night tonight. So just like, remember that. We're going to be hanging out, talking, podcasting, probably spinning wheels, doing things. So it's just a hangout stream. It is not the same stream. The one I do every single day, 7 days a week. It's different, okay, completely. So you have to understand that. Don't show up if you are going to get mad about other people being on the live stream. So, but I freaking love y'all. I'll be back tonight. Until next time. Respect the TA.
Bruh.
Check out ETH image 0.071152678ETH.
Dude, Ross, thanks for the $14 of Ethereum. What was that? Sorry. He said, check out Ethereum. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we looked at it earlier. I'll look at it real quick for you. It's got no... All right, so... Oh, my God. Don't even say encore, man. All right. Just coming back for Ross. Thank you, dude, again. Yeah, like, last night, I know, man, it looked like 3 rising values of some sort. And if Bitcoin didn't sell off, it probably was going to do fine. But, you know, mentioning in the unofficial, or it was really kind of official on Patreon, like, what would happen if Bitcoin dumped, this was going to fail. But maybe there might be help at 195. There might be another low-risk entry. But again, it doesn't even matter at all if there's a support here, if Bitcoin dumps. You understand, if Bitcoin goes to 8,800 again, if Bitcoin goes to 8,500, Ethereum has no chance. This will not play out. It's over for Ethereum, right? Completely over for Ethereum for an extended amount of time if Bitcoin decides to go to 8,500, right? If Bitcoin holds here, which there's not really anything implying why I should hold, nor is there on Ethereum. It's just a bunch of negative Momo, and, you know, you're not even oversold. So you could dump below. You break below 195, you're going straight down to 189. The next like kind of support resistance. You're below the 200 moving average now. You kind of tested it twice. So this will play out if Bitcoin reverses. If Bitcoin doesn't reverse, you're screwed. It's over. It's just going to keep selling off lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. It's going to be just terrible, okay? So there you go, Ross, man. Thanks, dude. There you go. All right. I'll see you tonight. Until next time, respect. The TA dancing in the streets.
I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.